opens up a new tab. Bear with me, I'm looking at the tab coming in. It's very slow. I'm still trying to do it.
To take one. So who's really at fault here? One who wants to exercise his authority?
Oh, let's see if we can go back. Okay, I'm back. I'm looking like an idiot. It's a sweatband now. We're gonna have to check out YouTube. Let's go over there. Probably shouldn't have simulcast. Let's go over there. Tulsa Queen is up, but we're gonna go. Okay, my sound is way down for, let's go to my channel. Okay, it opened a new, let me navigate this. Okay, that's navigated. Let me close a tab. I've got several tabs open now. Live YouNow. Opened a new tab. Let's see it coming in. It's coming in. Where is my chat? So I can look at the chat occasionally. Wrong. Flag. Okay, I'm on there. Republic, what's this? Okay, let me attempt to close this tab. Worked. So I have the YouTube tab up. Mike Rivero soon. The YouNow main tab, and it's Windows actually. 4 windows are up. I was just thinking about 3 recent people on YouNow. Removed, I look lousy. I guess I didn't shave good. 3 people of mine that YouNow and people here caused, higher level people caused to leave. A Mexican, an Arab, and an East Asian. So, and they were my associates, to say the least. So I guess I'm the racist paper bag. Right. Let's see if one of them might come in on the YouTube. 4 minutes to Rivero. I'm going to put the volume up very low. Yeah. That's a penny. I think it's a 1930 penny. Yeah, it's 1930. Any hi Buck. Can you hear me all right? I got sound down. Just type in a 1 if you hear me all right. No? 1, okay. Thank you. I'm in the cottage. Well, I'm usually here at night. I haven't been in here. I can't stand the heat. I've got the AC on low, very low. You're gonna hear Republic going. I know the heat is bothering me a little. That's one reason I look like I'm Joe Biden or somebody. Thanks for 10. I was just commenting at the beginning, 3 close people that left of mine. Someone called me a racist last week. I used the word immigrant. And you know, immigrant is a particular race, as we all know. So, no. 3 people caused to leave here, good fans of mine. Arab, Mexican, and East Asian. The 3 ethnic groups, which they forced or pretty much made to leave here. You know. So I'm a racist paper bag. That's all. And how's your moving going? Go ahead and, or do you want? Okay, let's see how guesting goes. We'll try it. There are different problems on this computer than the other one. Yeah, I actually have some bars again. Oh, come on. I'll give you 250s. And now everything's okay. That's it. Just okay. I don't know what's happening. It's showing you giving yourself 50 likes. I don't think that's what's happening. Okay. Okay, I gave you 100. Yeah, I got. Thank you. It was showing you were. I didn't think you could do that. I guess if you slip them some money, you could do about anything here. But okay, my stuff is going nuts. All right, there we go. And that guy is not. See, they play delays in this time slot. I don't listen ever. It's just because Mike is coming up. So yeah, I was just thinking how they forced 3 people off that were good fans, and they're all, well, brown or black that they kicked off. But I'm going to be the racist because I used the word immigrant, which of course my sister-in-law and my grandparents and my aunts and uncles and whatever else are all the immigrant race. I guess that's a 6th race. So we have to be very concerned about using that term. You know, I'm trying to make a face like Aunt Laura would make faces. Lithuanian people make faces. Well, how is your moving going, though? I interrupted by giving likes, and then you gave me. Maybe you don't even want to talk about it. Halfway there. I just read today California has very, very tight, ridiculous vaccine standards. I hope it does not adversely affect you. And I'll put up Mike louder in a minute. Hundreds were killed in the blast in Afghanistan. They're showing all these people that got killed that were U.S. servicemen, and I guess one Ukrainian American. I might be Ukrainian. What can I do with that? I kind of left it alone on the Twitter, but I talked about at least 13. Is it more than that? Oh, no. 13 at least. Yeah, and maybe 130 total. Yeah. Thanks, Joe Biden, bitch, little bitch. I think he's about my height. I don't know. I'm 6 foot, almost an inch. At least half an inch over. Let's put the sound up a little bit.
1 here, and thank goodness it's Friday. Thank goodness
We'll
it's
listen
Friday.
a little
Thank goodness
bit.
it's Friday. Now, I want to give you all a little bit of a heads up. We are under a major thunderstorm here, the worst storm since we moved here 2 years ago.
They're in Indiana.
The weathercasters totally by surprise. They were saying we were not going to get
Yeah,
until next
but
Monday.
we missed some storms.
And, of course,
But we got
cell
some.
phones in the area, they do need the
They're
rain.
getting stuff that was
If,
here.
in the middle of the show, we should disappear and be replaced
And,
by a tape, you'll know exactly what happened. Anyway, the lovely Lady Claire.
Yeah, we don't listen to Lady Claire. I call her something else.
Very anxious
Because
to
I
see
mean.
and hear her.
So no, so I can't hear Rents tonight. It'll be Rents tonight is UFOs or astrology studies or the search for Hitler. I don't listen Fridays on Rents. I don't need to searches for Hitler. You just look at Joe Biden and stuff. That's all. Okay, he's gonna talk about that. That's not why I'm listening to him. Thanks for the free likes too. I've been on third time today now. Opa came in early. Okay, it's more than that.
Most of them in critical condition right now. So, oddly enough, earlier today, the Pentagon came on out and said there was really only one bomb blast in the suicide attack. And
Opa came in and gave me 3 likes this morning. That's all I got. Afternoon. I don't know if I got any likes. I didn't stay on long. At noon, half an hour. I don't think I got any likes. It's getting worse here.
I guess is the new improved version of ISIS, were freed from Bagram by the Taliban 12 days ago after the
Okay, I guess they're going to claim ISIS is bombing the airport.
So, U.S. citizens have now been told to stop going to the Kabul airport due to the...
Yeah, there's another thing. I heard these... Okay. I heard these numbers are all over the...
people, including 23 students just visiting from California who are now stranded. And I know Jem Psaki doesn't want me to use that word.
I've heard the numbers all over the map for how many Americans are there. 400, 14,000, you know, all over the place. We don't know. We'll find out later in a bad way.
And the CIA is now starting helicopter rescue missions to try and...
Joan's too old to go. Cousin Joan, she's 84. She's not going to be going with the CIA people.
Is saying there are 4,100 Americans still in Afghanistan, and many are not inside or near Kabul.
Okay, he said 4,100 just now.
Very, very tricky.
Don't know, really. I heard all kinds of numbers.
In a horrible hostage situation. Meanwhile, other nations are doing a much better job, I think, of getting their people.
I guess we're not going to listen. I thought I'd hear COVID. The main thing is Australia. Okay, today I covered some on Twitter. Yeah, I turned them down because not the news I'm interested in. Yeah, the number of Americans there could be 1/10 of that, 4 times that. We don't know. Yeah, we're going to find out, I'm afraid. Vaccines causing abortions. The not vaccine, it's a shot. And I retweeted. I did 3 or 4 tweets about that. Maybe I'll reach one person. I said attention young mothers or something. I don't know. I saw they were talking about 4 different cases of women lost their babies. I also heard before a woman lost her baby coming in contact with a person who got the shot. She didn't even have the shot, and then she lost her baby. But and so I was working with that. I work on different things. I don't know if I'm going to have to move in 2 years. It's quite likely. I don't have a passport that's current. I don't know what the hell where I'm gonna move to. You can see this is a pretty nice building. This is the cottage. If I walk 50 steps and I go that way through the door and through the other door, I'll be at the first computer. It's real hot there though. Uh, so I came in here and we're simulcasting. Okay, let me look at YouTube. Robert came in last night on the YouTube and I'm not seeing any chat. I'm seeing no one in the chat. Bradford Blair came in one time. He goes back here about 8 years. He's well, he's not so young now, late 30s. He's a big guy. He's got about 3 inches and 50 pounds on me. So he's a pretty big guy out in California. So he came in and Robert came in. I can't really help Robert now. And more happened than I realized. I don't think I'll talk about it yet. And I don't expect him to come in here. He could, but probably not. And then Kimba showed up one day. He's showing up every 3 or 4 days now. I had a nice talk with this Janet. I did the radio garden. The people like it because India, Norway, well, Singapore person doesn't seem to like much of anything now, but I'll put it up. World map. I'll go right to where they are. I get right. I know where most places are, and I'll put up a radio station. The fellow near Mumbai, which we used to call Bombay, said, "Oh, that's neat," and then the girl near Oslo said, "That's neat," and then the person near Singapore said, "I don't listen to any radio, and why don't you change your camera angle?" And why are you mad all the time? If I was mad all the time, there wouldn't be any. Listen, Buck, if I was mad all the time, there wouldn't be any drug dealers across the street. Let's leave it at that. Throwing shit in my yard again. They wouldn't be there. Let's not speculate on exactly what would happen. Okay, that's enough of that. What are you a friends? I don't. You don't have to answer. Are you with a friends in the U.S. or not in U.S.? Yep. No, I'm okay. Yeah. You don't have to answer. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, I know. They used to ask questions. Are you this or that? And you'd say yes. Are you? I don't know. Are you stupid or just retarded? You say yes. I'm one or the other. I'm retarded like Joe Biden. I put up one picture. Oh boy, he looked. I mean, sure, this side of being alive, he's getting worse. I don't know how much worse he can get. Exactly. But if you're in between, though, you'd have to say something else. I don't know. And Biden looked like he was. They were yelling at him, and he. There's a picture, and then another one, fast asleep. He's with the Israeli Prime Minister, the new one, And the Israeli Prime Minister, and Biden is. They were asleep. Sleep. And I said nappy nap time and I retweeted it. So I went right in on two chests I missed right immediately after today. So I'm doing pretty good with that still. And I don't know. I'm suspicious of more people. Um, Here is Tanner. Okay, I am on YouTube also. Tanner in US. We're talking about various topics. It looks like no one's up on YouTube. I'm checking the like I said, Robert and Bradford came in, and someone else. Now, I'm not sure who it was. Leo can come in there. Now Leo was kicked off of here for, I think, for spite, but he can come in there. Leo is from the Emirates or some country right around there. Doesn't matter. And I think Tanner left. I don't really know him. Looks like Beju came on. I'm cutting way down again on visiting broadcasts. It's just constant, unpleasant situations, from just missing a chest or I'm racist like a paper bag for saying immigrant, or what was the other one they did? I spelled the country in the. I'll spell the country in their own language, and the fat stupid American girl. That's right in that case. I had the Chinese fella came in and say American stupid fat women and stuff, and that's we couldn't do that. But the fat stupid American woman told me how I'm spelling the word wrong. I'm spelling the country in their own language. See, and so she's cursing me out. That's fun. So it's mostly fun going in other broadcasts all the time now, or not. So I'm kind of afraid to put Buck won't like it. You know what song I have up. So, and plus they're pretty see, they're strict on copyright on YouTube. Oh, that was a good news. I hit 100. People did do it. I hit 100. No comments in the YouTube section. I'm simulcasting YouTube. It's working fine except for the big lag. So I hit 100 subs on YouTube. Here is Jeff. Jeff is usually in early morning. Were you in this morning? I don't remember. I don't think you were in. Not sure now. Opa come in, gave 3 likes. Because I only got 3 likes, so you must not have been in. Because you always give me likes. And yeah, you gave me 5 here already. So Opa come in for 3 and left. I don't know, he did make one comment. Oh, fake people, he said about what I was talking about. That was his only comment. Okay, official Alex is on. Official Alex is Deutschlander, and he had a birthday thing a couple weeks ago. I did get a little out of the chest, but it was a long haul. I think I only got 1.2 or something, but he got disconnected. He accumulated a couple of 100,000 likes, and then YouNow disconnected him. Before he did, he was pissed off. Long haul. I kind of doubt it. Probably YouNow did it. I know I look kind of funny. It's over 90 already. And I was getting used to cooler. What? See, it'll screw me up. I'm using the AC. I could tolerate it, but I don't want to get used to hot and then be cold right away again. Because we're gonna have 40 soon. So I have the AC. The AC is running this way. It's to my right. You see the left, but it's to my right. This is kind of a second story. There's a loft. You see the fan on the second story. It's not. I can run that. They had it turned off, but it runs. I've been here about 3 years, and I'm spending more and more time in here. I wondered why I felt better in here. And Jeff, you're still here. This might be interesting. I look at over here is the kitchenette. Just hot plate and a little dorm refrigerator. And the sink, running water. But this, yeah, I shouldn't even say, I've been spending more time in here for 6 months. And I feel better. There's no bed. I could try to put a bed up in the loft. It's a long story, like all my stuff, but I finally saw the other month. I looked up. It's kind of pyramid shapes. I don't know if you remember the power of pyramid from like 30 or 40 years ago, the power of the pyramid. And it's supposed to direct magnetic fields, and like you use a little one and you try to sharpen your razor and stuff. I've been doing that, not much success lately. Boy, I've got bad floaters. So here and there, it's kind of a pyramid shape. You can kind of see part of it here, a pyramid shape. And maybe that's making me feel better. No, I'm okay. The AC is going low. Yeah, I know I look like shit. You know when you get old, you look like shit, and then that kind of stays that way. A couple of days. Or with me for maybe a couple of years or whatever. So I think the pyramid shape actually might help me. Anyway, when official out boy, he said F you now about 12:15. He's not gonna. You don't criticize. If you criticize YouNow once, it goes in the book. And yeah, it's not gonna work. You're gonna be editor's choice in the year 2525. That's what happens. So I see new people come on. I'm trying not to be mad at a friend or whatever, but I see them come on editor's choice. And then what's his face from Detroit, Ryan Steele, and Ella goes in and gives them tens of thousands, and then like me, I'm just a shithead. That's why. I know I'm a shithead. That's why. Guest of the well, you're my guest of the year, I think. Right now. Well, at least the $2. How much is YouNow worth now? $2. I mean, not $2. No. $2 for the cheap bars, 500 bars. Not the whole thing. No. I didn't say that. It's interpretive dance. I haven't seen that. It's probably just as well. One little shit came on here, and he was picking on Purple, and it was a 20-year-old white guy, and his picture was a buxom black girl, an adult, but buxom young black woman, and he was a white guy, and because he was giving Purple Robot Unicorns a bunch of shit, but he put up a picture and he made a mistake, and you saw him, it was a white guy, white kid. He wasn't any young black woman at all, and a white. So, but no, you gotta, to get the most, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think how you get the most economic benefit. You might have to switch things a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, but you made a mistake and you saw who it was. That's what happened. Yeah, Purple did say you're probably not even that picture. It was a foolish looking. It was a real person, but it was a real foolish looking. It was a foolish looking picture of someone, caught in a bad situation, and happened to be a black girl. And he was saying he was that person, and of course he wasn't. I better shut up. I'll be racist like a paper bag again. What nationality is immigrant? I don't know. A sixth nationality. They're bringing people over from Afghanistan, and priority is not to the Americans, because Joe Biden said they chose to stay there. They chose not to leave after the State Department said don't come to the airport or something. So they chose to listen, and they let them sleep in tents. I'm afraid someone's going to move into the farmhouse, but they'll have to share it with the raccoons. And that house is worth nothing now. It's coming down. It's a mess. They'll do something like that. Yeah, somebody put a bunch of shit on the driveway over there. So they're doing shit here and there, both places. Yeah, let's not get into it. Yes, I have a heart trap, which is catches raccoons, um, possum, little white folk running around. Doesn't hurt them. They are rascals. Yeah, they have families in your house. That's what they do. Same as your immigrants, whatever race they are. No, the farmers were dropping them off. I couldn't trap one. The second round, I couldn't trap it, because the bastards had already trapped it and left it off near my house from somewhere else. That's why. So they were smart and didn't go into the trap again. But that got run over right outside the house. It's a highway goes by. So somebody ran that one over, which I actually didn't mind. And but yeah, that's enough about that shit. You've asked me before about some of this. We talk enough. It's life. It's all sad stories. So the farmers come and plow your land, and the fucker says, well, I'm going to inherit, I don't know, I'm going to inherit $8 million worth of land. So then that means I can plow on your land. You're not supposed to say nothing. This little shit. He was a white little shit too. He wasn't a black little shit. No, you asked me once before about something. Never mind. You don't remember. I said no comment. It's getting a little cooler. Once before, correct. I was gonna warn people on Twitter, if you're in the U.S., don't try to sneak in and then get benefits, because they won't get, something will happen. They'll figure it out. You won't get the benefits. You'll still have nothing for being an American. You have to pick a language like Urdu or Ukrainian or some distant language, but they'll probably find out like no speak of the English, and then like Ukrainian or Urdu or something. But then they'll find you out though. You know, if you want to get all those immigrant benefits, because you don't have enough to eat as an American. So, all right, shut up about that. I was going to tweet it out. Jeff, what do you want to talk about? Let's not talk about the raccoon traps now. But anyway, but it's too late over there now. And I dug up the damn driveway, and I had to. Still not real good. And they moved all this metal they had piled up. They had all this metal piled up, and they were sending wasps over here, right here, and they'd stopped that. Not a warm day then. Where? It's 92 here. Look, look, uh-oh, my eyes are bulged. Look, I'm getting that disease. I'm going to be Joe Biden, and I'm going to be the people from the Danvers. What was his name? Joe, the French guy. Look, my eyeballs popping. Oh boy, I'm all fucked up now. I'm going to have all these diseases. Snap time, okay. The AC is on. The AC is in the window in the back. Not really the back. Okay, how about around noon? Could you make it before noon? Oh, before 10 a.m. Could you make it before 10 a.m., Buck? Sunday. Buck, we might do a chest noon Sunday. 10 a.m. on the west. Because, yeah, we got 9,800 in there. We can easily hit 10K. I can make it 10K myself. Yeah, well, see, I don't really need to do anything here anymore. It's so ridiculous. But trying to do it for my fans. I feel bad for Robert. I can't help him. Later on, yeah. See you later, Buck. You're leaving. And Jeff, so we can dedicate to Jeff. Let's look at YouTube. Someone may have come in there. Sorry if you're watching and I didn't get back to you. Let's look quick at YouTube. I don't see anyone there. YouTube is live. Okay, I'm seeing a problem there. Bear with me now, Jeff. I'm gonna okay, there's something wrong. No, I'm live. I'm going. It's just a bad delay. No one came in that I see. So back to you now. Tomorrow's supposed to be hot also. And see, I've had city life, country life. I used to think one was harder than the other, but it's different ways. Let me drink a little water here. The survival and thriving, it's much different in the country than the city. The country, you got to deal with animals, you got to deal with nature, right? You're right there. You're by yourself. You're a mile from the next person. The city, you got to deal with the two-legged animals. You got to deal with, possibly deadly threats at the wrong place at the wrong time. Yeah. Yep. Once I was caught in Boston, downtown Boston, and there were a couple of suspicious, real big guys, and so I started acting like a nut. I mean, I pretty much always looked like a slob my whole life, so then acting like a nut, I could have been, a homeless nut or something. Till I got to my car, a couple of blocks. So, but they didn't bother me. They probably would not have bothered me. They probably thought I was an idiot and a nut. But yeah, I actually did that one time. uh, better than getting held up at knife point, right? Uh, so I only did that once, but it's different in the city and the country. It's different survival skills, and also, as I say, to thrive. Uh, I liked seeing bobcats, and how many people have been in their backyard and hear the growl of a big kitty and see a bobcat running away? Well, it's better than seeing the bobcat running at you. So, and no mountain lions. Mountain lions are cougars. Uh, I never, I never trapped any bobcats. You need a bigger trap. You can't use, you need a bigger. Also, coyotes, the same thing. Someone on here trapped coyotes. Who the heck was I? Oh, wait. Someone in town trapped coyotes. And then on here, I was talking once. A person trapped coyotes. They said you need a bigger trap for coyote, and we're assuming it's a heart trap. Although, you probably, if you're gonna trap a coyote, you probably want to kill it. Coyotes are miserable little things. They're not romantic like a Louis. They're miserable, scrawny. That they look like a politician. You know, do you know what I mean? You know what coyotes look like? They're not nice looking people, or what? I'm gonna be in trouble. You need bigger traps. A coon trap will not. You need a bigger trap for a coyote. I don't know if you could use a. I don't even know. Could you use a coyote trap for a bobcat? I don't know. But yeah, I had about a year. It's going to be 2 years ago. I should have taken a picture. I had a real nice bobcat footprint in the backyard, real close to the garage, like not even 10 feet from the garage, off to the side. Real nice on the snow. See, it was on the snow. And I didn't think. But I have trouble pulling the pictures off the camera now. But it was a real, because I looked it up, saw it exactly on the internet. Hi camera. We were talking about, maybe you haven't heard me, because this was a while ago. I had a bobcat a couple of times in the farmyard. Real bobcats, not, but thank goodness no mountain lions. Yes, you know that. You, yeah, because I have the AC on low. I'm not up to the heat today. It's about 92 out. Thanks for the invite. And Jeff is here. You two know each other by now. Buck came in and left. Uh, this is my third broadcast, so I've got three likes on the other two broadcasts total, all from Opa. So that was pretty much a waste. And but a winter time, it wasn't the first year. Like 3 years ago, I saw the bobcat in the yard. Wasn't sure what it was, because it wasn't tawny yellow. It was like grayish brown. They can be that other color. I thought they were all tawny yellow, but I found out. But then a year later, a real nice print. I can't show it to you on the snow. Definite bobcat print right next to the house. And I don't mind the bobcat. I don't want any fucking mountain lions. See, they reseeded mountain lions in Iowa. Mountain lions are cougar. These are big cats. They weigh 200 pounds, right? Uh, we never had them in Iowa. 1800, 1700, they weren't here. The fuckers in the government put them in the state. And there's a few around now. Hello, Umid, Walid, Bonjour, Maroc, Salam Alaikum. And I could say in French and Arabic, what are you doing today? But I won't. And so the first year I moved to that farmhouse, and I'm not living there anymore, I could spend the night there. It wouldn't be. I'd probably hear the raccoons in the house, but they're not upstairs though. I never had any creatures upstairs. No bats, no mice, no rats. Well, there was a rat once from the farmer downstairs. No, no raccoons, no possum, no bats, no mice, nothing upstairs ever. So I could spend the night there again. I I think is Wally still here? Morocco said that's right. The first year that I bought that place, 2003. So I was out walking. I was about a mile from the house, south and then east. East up a gravel road. It's all dirt now, barely used. So a mile south and then east up now a dirt road. And I saw some mulberries. I thought they were blackberries at first. So I collected some. See, I seeded my yard with them intentionally. And I do have a couple of dozen mulberry bushes around the farmyard now. And my eyes look fucked up. I'll have to look later in the mirror, like Joe Conroy. So I was a mile from the house. I heard the cats. You know, it's like it's a loud feral yowl. And I guess Waleed left. Do you have mountain lion? No. I never. They were 20, 30 miles in three directions from the farmhouse. You know, like north, southeast, southwest, but they hopefully never were around the farmhouse real close. But they have covered big areas. I think they can go 20 miles without, see, I forget. But as far as I know, never saw them near the coyotes, everything else, you know, coyotes, fox, raccoons, bobcats, and all that stuff, groundhogs. So I heard the noise and I looked, it was due south. So I had headed east, due east up the dirt road, it's dirt now, and then due south. I saw like a little family, I guess, just at a distance. I had my strong glasses on, so I was at a distance. It could have been, oh, it was at least a quarter mile, but the ground is kind of flat and empty there. I heard it and saw some movement. Oh, I saw at least one, maybe two. I'm not sure now. This was 2003, but I heard it and saw it, so I said that's a bobcat because it's a kitty cat doesn't make that loud yowl unless it's Joe Biden stepping on it in his dotage. I suppose then they might make a real. I don't know. I don't think so. You know what big cats sound like? No, they're a lot bigger than that. Bobcats are big. Uh, they can easily be 30 pounds. You know, your typical cat weighs what, 5 pounds? And they're long. They can be 30, I think, 40 pounds. I'm not going to look it up because of my system here is screwed up. They're much bigger than house cats. Okay, I had thought the first time it was a mountain lion. Look at my fucking Joe Conroy eye. I'm in trouble. I'm looking how shitty I look. Okay, a mountain lion can be 200 pounds. Do you realize how big that is? And again, I don't think I've ever seen one in person. It's huge. It's like a man sized. You know, if it stood up, if it's on all fours, you know, but if it's standing up on some reason, that's a man sized, right? So, but of course, if you saw little, you know, if you're near babies of any animal, you want to get the hell away. You don't want to be near babies of any animal, maybe except mice. But you don't want to deal with a mother. Any animal, even a little animal. You don't want to be, you know, well, kitty cats are all right. They like humans, house cats. Uh, so it depends on how big it was. And what out west they have plenty of them. They do have mountain lions out west. Cougars, mountain lions, same thing. They might even have a different name. But they call them big cats. And but they also reportedly tend to be afraid of humans. In other words, if you're not near the babies, if it isn't, you know, rabid, it's likely going to leave adults alone, human adults, from what I read. I mean, I've been near the bobcats, but not the mountain lions. So I'm going by what I read. Uh, I was hiking up in Virginia and myself once, and the sign said black bear around there. I wasn't too happy. Near the Shenandoah Valley, that area, Virginia. They made a nature preserve, but then they're shutting everything off now to humans, so they're just being crazy everywhere. But so I'll leave it to you to try to think out what it was. I mean, I'm not making any judgment. It could have been either one. Or okay, there's also there's other stuff. Tina said she saw a panther once in Missouri. Uh, I mean, I don't know for sure, but she probably did. Uh, Panther is going to be another big cat, almost like a mountain lion. Not bobcats aren't so big. You'd rather have a bobcat around than a panther, I would say. And the panther, of course, is all black. And they've had bear in Iowa, but typically northeast. They come down from Minnesota once in a while. The black bear are the smallest. Black, brown, and white are polar bear. So black, grizzly, or polar bear, the sizes. So in Virginia they had the black bear, but I didn't want to run into one. Black bear could be 300 pounds. It could, you know, probably snap me in two if it wanted. I didn't see one though. Thank goodness. I've seen them on the highway, Pennsylvania, more than once. One time a trailer home hit one. I saw a dead bear on the highway, 80, Route 80, Pennsylvania, daytime. And then up ahead, I saw the trailer home all smashed in front of it was not being pulled, it was driving. So it was all smashed in the front of it, you know, bad. And I've seen a couple of times, I guess, bear running across the road. Would be the black bear. So, and I've seen strange people too. They claim that Ronald Reagan and Joe Biden may have been replaced with alien devices. I don't know, but probably not. But I kind of act that way. So I'm covering Democrat and Republican. So Nixon, Reagan opened up China. This was not good. Let me move back a little. I really don't like how I look, but I can't help it. And then maybe I saw a Sasquatch once. I'm running across the road. I don't know what it was. Right here. I have two small units. The main unit for the house, I never fixed it. It's a long story, but I have two small units, and one is in. This is a very small building, so I'll run it. When I feel I have to. But this is the fifth day, so and I don't want to get acclimatized to hot weather, and then it's going to be 40s. I'll feel sick for a day. I'll get that cold going around and everything. In Australia, they picked up a guy. He had a cold, and he was in a house, but the police came and took him and threw him in a camp or something. Believe it or not, and motherfuckers were clapping. He said I was I don't know what the hell. They're just full Nazi state now. Australia. They're going to have a trucker strike. But a buck might be moving back to Cali. I'm not sure. I said I hope you don't have a lot of trouble with that. They say you can't go to the Biden, or he's just reading the idiot board. He doesn't even know what he's saying. But they say they want you to get was it the CDC or no Homeland Security? No. They want you to get a card and scan it to buy groceries. How about no? And we'll see what's going to happen. It's not going to go the way they want. I'll tell you that. So the AC is on like 1, the bare minimum. I don't know if you hear it. It's usually just the fan going, because it does heat up here later in the afternoon. In the Midwest, it's hottest right around this time of day, 4. In Boston, it's hottest around 1 or 2. It's different weather. So they arrested the guy. It looked like everybody had their baby masks on, and they said they want to set up the camps in Australia. If you say something bad, then they'll call it a COVID camp and send you over there. And Biden wants to, or his people having him read this idiot card. If I go to Missouri 10 miles, I'm supposed to have a vaccine card showing I'm going to die now in 2 or 3 years with my previous conditions. And then to buy groceries. I don't know what will happen with deliveries. I never had any deliveries during the crisis. I just kept going. I never wore a mask, just kept going. I think in March, they did stuff in April 2020. They just about kicked me out of the store. They wouldn't even let me go to the hardware store. It was April 1st week, 2020. In March, though, nothing. You could go into the bank, the hardware store, and I think I picked up, in other words, I think I got a cold for a day or two, which I tend never to do. Very rare, not even once a year. So I think I got it and, had a cold. And then you have natural immunity. So now they're saying you don't get natural immunity. You have to take the shots, which last 5 months now. It's down to only 5 months. But the natural immunity, it's just science we've had for decades and decades. They're throwing it out the window. April, and then I couldn't go in the bank. And I won't tell you even how much I have in that bank. But it's more than a couple of bucks. Buck could say $2. That's a little bit more than a couple of bucks, and they couldn't go in the bank. Period. I got kind of scared. See, some 4 years ago, I went into one of these little towns when I was still at the farmhouse, and the power was out. Dollar General, you know that? Why is my eye so fucked up? I don't know. Maybe it's all right. Just looks. I got real bad floaters, and but they already got halfway better. It runs in the family. It was real bad. A floater, you know, if you just see I don't know, if you just see a spot on your eye sometimes, they call it floater. Well, I've gotten them real bad a couple of times in 5 years. And the second time was a week ago. But they already improved significantly, so I'm not so worried. Uh, but I don't know. They said if you get old, your eyes start bulging out from. I don't think my blood pressure is that high, but you get old and stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll be dead tomorrow. I don't know. Everybody will hit. Most people on here will be happy. The moon poop can't insult me anymore, and I don't know. Oh, and all the other. Well, Patty Dorhay came in 4 times. So she's kind of a top broadcaster. But oh, and Drew came in once. Jody's Drew, but I didn't know who it was because he was such a low damn level. I didn't know right away. They come in and they leave. Legend Luke come in and gave me a little bit of stuff because I gave him 15K and then I gave 120K to his fiance. So they come in one time to my broadcasts. So we were talking about the camps, and what if you have to scan a pass, and you have to get if you do that though, you're gonna have to get a shot every 5 months, or the little card you have, the papers from Nazi Germany. Well, they did a little bit, you know. Also, Princess. Forget Bunny and Princess. Somebody gave her 45 sub to Bunny. They come and gave a little. They gave a little back. Yeah. They gave Robert 120K. The number one fan here. So will they deliver to you? See that. I moved to town. See, okay, I'll tell you what I did. You don't know. 3 years ago, almost. My farmhouse is getting to be a wreck. There's so many problems. See, the tax people say it's worth 30,000. It wasn't worth half of that, and I was going to have to spend 5 or 10K for multiple things, right? Multiple things, and I just made a decision not to do it. I didn't think it was worth it, and so I bought this property in the town. And I thought getting older would be better in the town. It hasn't turned out that way. Because the two-legged animals are worse than the four-legged animals. But there were multiple problems out there. It seemed like I should do it. I'm going to be here another year or two. Well, yeah. I try to be funny, but as you see, I'm mainly funny looking, like Joe Conroy. Chess Club. So I don't. Let me just double check. Maybe someone came in YouTube. It looks like not, and I'm sure it's still going. I'm on YouTube on the Glinskis right now live, but it's like a half a minute delay. So I'm checking the chat. because 2 or 3 people I know have or might come in there that don't come on here now or can't. So what the story was, and it was November. They made me wait a long, long time. See, a state senator owned this. You follow me? Iowa state senator owned this. There's 2 houses, and he lost. He wanted to stay here for the election, and he was related to, you have to be careful, he was related to the realtor that I bought it from. You're not supposed to do that, but little towns, and I knew her mother. I turned out Betty. I knew her mother, Betty, in the little town in between these 2 towns. So I'm 20 miles from the farmhouse. In a little town on the way, her mother was there. I knew her, interestingly enough. Didn't know it was her mother, different last names. And then here, and I bought this almost 3 years ago. It was 2.5 months. It'll be 3 full years. 2.5 months. So this has a nice little air conditioner in the window, and I tolerate, first of all, the way I was brought up, I never get real comfortable heat and cold. I'm hot a lot, summer, cold a lot. I think it helps your health too, though. I think it makes you a little more hardy. In fact, I'm sure it does. But I can come in here and I've got internet in here, and the AC. I've got an AC. It's not in the window, and a small room in the other building, which you usually see me in the other building. When you see me sitting, you know what it looks like. You can picture. You've seen me these 5 times, right? So, and so the state senator lost that election. And then we closed a couple of days later. He's not a state senator now. Iowa State, State House in Iowa. And I thought I did pretty good on the value. And there's a garage in between, unattached garage in between the 2 buildings. So there's 3 not so big buildings, but there's 3 on the land here. And I talked about it once, about 6 months ago. I showed on the map, and I don't want to do that now, of course. I showed on the map and everything where I was. You can look me up pretty easily. And then for 6 months, I've been much more in this building. A terrible cold last February, so I was worried about the pipes freezing and started sleeping in this building at night. The main building has a furnace. It's 4 o'clock already, folks. 2 in the west. But this has electric. See, just electric baseboard. So then I keep staying in here. Well, I get up at 4 and I go in the big building and broadcast and get 3 likes, and then whatever. I see Lost is on. Let me double check YouTube chat. I see you commented. I don't see anyone in YouNow. Been a good broadcast. So I guess you're going to go. See, if Robert wants to come on, he gets out of work at 4:30. He won't come in here. Likely he'll go into YouTube. I don't think he's coming in. His father got the COVID 2-3 weeks ago. And then, so I was kind of commiserating with him, but he's recovered, but now his mental state is somehow not right. He's my age exactly, within a year. So Robert showed up after 2 weeks last night on the YouTube, but there was a terrible delay, and he left. He told me that bad news, and he left. So that's enough said about that. Except I gave him he got one of the 120K gifts, and if you look down here, well, I don't have to look at it, but my top 10 fans, he's still first. He gave me over 100K likes total, something over 100K, and 5 months, I don't know. No, yeah, probably 5 months now. I gave him that 120K. So anyway, what other things? Okay, someone may have just copped in and out again. That's all right. Cameron didn't stay long, did he? What did Cameron say again? And then left. Okay, he didn't say. He just said I was at the other house. Yeah, he knows. Oh, Cameron is. I'll be darned. I looked up and then I see a comment from Cameron. That's coincidental. Cameron knows I'm in two houses. We talked all about this house. Did I give you or no? Who did I give maybe Kimber? I gave a view. I'm not going to do it now. It's problematic. The camera is upside down. This is my car camera, and it has problems, but it does this great. It's inverted, so it's upside down sitting. If it's right side up, I'd be upside down, see? So I have to put it upside down. Cameras are normal. Your eyes are upside down. You know, your brain turns it around. Your eyes see upside down and your brain fixes it. We see it up right side up, but it's not. The image is coming upside down. You know that, Cameron, right? Or who's still here? Let's see who's still here. Someone's still here. Cameron's still here. I guess Jeff left. Maybe not. Can I give you some likes? I'm not going to have time. Yeah, let me try it again. I'm going to try to give you some likes, Cameron. If I can do it fast enough. There, we got it. Did it. Okay, you got 100. Yeah, good. You got 100. Oh. Yeah, I think so. Thanks. I got to do it real fast. And if I don't catch the mouse, it's a little narrow, bar I have to navigate. So I got to do it real fast. If I'm a few seconds, I lose out. Next week is yes, sir. Let's see. Today is the 27th. I am 63 and 5 months old today. And my eyeballs are bulging out like Joe Conroy. So I think I'll make it another month. But here is Rebecca. You're in Britain. I think we're going to have early frosts. Watch for early frosts because of the weather is so screwed up. It's going to hurt the crops again. How are you, Rebecca? There was some Rebecca the last couple of days, and I don't think it was you. Not sure. I got dirt on my. So Jeff left. He said I had a good broadcast. We might want to stay on a half hour in case Robert comes in here or YouTube. I won't wait too long. Yeah, the sun is angling off my face. This is coming from here. The sun is coming from here on me. Not that back window, of course. putting some light on the subject. And okay, we got 10K in the chest yet? Almost. 98.75. Good. Maybe noon Sunday for the chest, Cameron. 10 a.m. I can try to delay it a little bit. Keep an eye out for me Sunday though. After you get up. If people miss it, you know, some people are gonna miss it anyway. I'm 18th now. I try to keep a balance. Oh, thank you for 50. I asked you before, you said 10 to 1. I don't think I can wait till 3 o'clock, which would be 1. And there's another 50. So I'm going to move up again on guys. Momentarily. And there's you broke the 10K. Thanks. You pushed it past 10K. And I haven't moved up. They're cheating me. I'm still 18th. 17th now. Okay. I gained 1 spot. Usually there's like a level 2 with 10 likes and he's ahead of me. But they're very fair on here. So, yeah, we're going to watch what changes are coming on YouNow in the next week. I don't know. If I lose the chest, I'm not going to quit. I'm going to stay at a very reduced level. And I'm not going to have a war. I reserve the right to complain about it. I'm not going to ask for money. I thought about asking half of my money back. I wouldn't ask for all my money back because that went to likes. I mean, I think some people deserve some likes. But, I mean, if I asked for half my money back because they took the chest away, they wouldn't pay any attention anyway. Cameron, I think you're gone. I didn't mod you. We'll do that right now. Let's look at YouTube real fast. I'm seeing, okay, Leo. Oh dear. You made it. Leo. Is that Leo? That's one of the reasons I got on. There's going to be a big lag. Okay, he might have left. What does it say? 0, that's not it. He gave me a thumbs up. 1 watching. Well, you saw me, Leo. It's one of the reasons I did this. Leo came in. Very good, but he's gone. Yeah. He gave me a thumbs up. Sorry I missed you. Can't do much about it. No one in YouNow. Robert's got 20 minutes to get out of work. Let's put up Mike Rivero again. So I'll be doing something. I don't hear it.
Fantastic weekend. And thank you so much, Lady Claire. Wonderful to hear you. I'm looking forward to hearing your comments. Thank you.
You could say you're welcome.
You are welcome.
You have your own microphone. All right, we're going to take one more phone call, and then we're going to give the Lady Claire some time on the microphone here. So, Dan in Washington State, welcome to the show. What's on your mind?
I don't want bullshit where we gotta wait now a whole nother cycle on the calls. I shut them off. Let's put on the music a little bit. Let's hope we don't mess up the copyright stuff. I can't access. Here we go. Darn it, Leo, you left. Well, that was good, though, he came in. I'm just going to step over here for 30 seconds. In fact, I'm going to take more than 30 seconds. Not much more than 30 seconds. Hello, farmer. Namaste. And, okay, unless I had a level 6 from India in, unless she changed his picture and his name. I just had a level 6 in a couple of times last few days from India. So I'm pretty sure you're different. Thanks for being a fan. You're definitely different, because he was a fan. Yeah. We were showing Radio Garden. He was from near Mumbai, which of course we used to call Bombay, the English, in a nasty way, took over India for many years. And were finally kicked out. Britain and New Delhi. Have you been much to Old Delhi? Let me ask you that. And kind of a nice portrait there you have. And I guess Old Delhi is real close to you, isn't it? As well. Okay, a New Delhi person you're putting up. Little, okay. Leo came in. Let me just double check. I'm also broadcasting on YouTube. And I have a little bit of music in the background. Hoping it doesn't cause trouble with the copyright on the YouTube side. I really impressed the other fellow, not Zach. And I'm gonna have trouble. I won't show Radio Garden. If you come in when I'm in the other house broadcasting, you get radio stations from around the world. And so I went right to India, and he kind of told me where he was. Found a Mumbai radio station. Whatever. I asked an Indian girl for a date once, and she said no. Should I tell you the story? I told another Indian girl the story down in Dallas, Texas, and she got a big kick out of it. So let me tell it to you now quickly. In graduate school, I asked. Her name she gave was Tara Mithrayan, and she came in my second year of graduate school. She was from India proper, and came to the U.S. also for graduate school physics at Boston University. And it's a long story. She looked totally disgusted. It was kind of a thing of convenience. It wasn't just I decided I was going to date her. And she looked disgusted. So I asked see, one of my eyes is bulging out. I think I'm not going to live too long. Yeah, Tara Mithrayan, Maitreyn or something, last name. But I don't know if Tara might have been short. You know, when you hear Tara, you usually think Irish. Anyway, I had a good friend there for a couple of years already from Bangladesh. And of course, he wasn't a Hindu, he was a Muslim. But I knew he would know the culture better. His father was very powerful in Bangladesh at one time. I could tell you his name if you want, but I asked him, I said, am I an untouchable to her? And he said, no, you're much less than that. What do you think about India? It was one of the places I had wanted to visit. And don't know if I'm going to visit much of anywhere now with all the nonsense they've done worldwide. When they started the COVID stuff, I didn't like what happened. I saw a video. Now, you're a hot climate. You're not going to have the trouble with the viruses typically, like flu viruses. So the policemen were out, and you know what kind of clothing policemen wear. And brown and shorts, some of them, and they had long sticks. They had long, thin sticks, and they were hitting people for being away from their houses. And so the people were supposed to go home, you know, injuring, but not badly injuring, just harassing the people on the bicycles. And it was in a big city, the video. And many people had to go home and starve because they couldn't work. They didn't have a lot of money. I thought that was terrible by the government. I thought your president was our Modi. I thought he was all right, but then not after that. So, yeah, you want to be a guest? Let's guest you for a few minutes only, because it's complicated here. I'm usually not here. Go ahead.
Hello, sir. What's going on?
What's going on? Pharma is guesting with me.
Yeah,
That's what,
you seems like a great person. I'm so surprised that you know each and everything about my country. Each and everything about India. I'm so curious, sir. Yeah, thank you.
I studied when I was in graduate school studying nuclear physics.
Oh yeah,
I was also studying all countries of the world.
yeah,
All countries of the world. So
yeah.
people come in, I can say hello in a dozen languages. I can talk to them about most countries.
Yeah,
So,
that is the most important thing. I have a lot of many friends from America. One of my best friend, his name is Kevin Barbaros, right? He's from Rhode Island, United States. I've had many amazing Americans people, right, into my social media application. These are all amazing guys, right, for me. Yeah.
Rhode Island, I'm from Boston.
You're from Boston, right? And Texas, right?
No, Texas, I mentioned I've visited.
Oh yeah.
I am in Iowa. It's in the middle of the country now, 24 years.
Okay. Yeah.
Massachusetts was not good for me. It was
Yeah.
not a good place there in that state.
Yeah.
Rhode Island, I know a couple of people who went to Brown, young men that they're not young anymore. They're a little younger than I was.
Yeah.
Went to Brown in, Rhode Island.
Yeah.
A relative and a friend,
Yeah.
a trust master and a relative. They're both smart people.
Yeah.
More accomplished than I am. I'm probably smarter, but I haven't been able to use it very much. But
Yeah.
I studied all countries,
Yeah.
really. literally all countries. So
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You are a knowledgeable person, right? When I just enter in your broadcasting, right? You seems like a knowledgeable person. You know, when I just click, just listen about it talking, you seems like an adorable person for me, right? I truly appreciate you as a person, right? Right.
thank
Yeah.
you very much,
Yeah.
and it
Thank
was
you,
very
sir.
good.
Yeah. It's my pleasure, sir. Always be my pleasure, right? I'm happy to be joined your Americans, right? Lifestyle. I truly like American culture, to be honest. Yeah, whole thing.
And
Yeah, COVID stuff is going on, right? Yeah, yeah,
I I'm speaking out, but I can't do very much.
yeah,
We're gonna all have to try to survive. Are you
yeah.
Hindu?
Yeah, I'm a Hindu, but I do believe in Jesus Christ. I do believe in Christianity. You know, some of our Bibles, and I'm just familiar about Bhagavad Gita. Are you familiar about our Hindus?
Yeah,
Bhagavad
Bhagavad Gita.
Gita.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Bhagavad Gita. Yeah,
I try to respect other religions, which
yeah,
is
yeah. That's
unusual.
very nice. Yeah,
Um, when I was a graduate student too, we had lots of people from. It was an interesting thing that.
yeah,
Oh, here is Ethan. My young friend Ethan is in the chat, and we're talking to a young man from India right now, Ethan. Hey, and my first year as a graduate, I had to teach physics labs to
yeah,
undergraduates. In a couple of the labs, I had many Persian students, which was weird. That was the Iran-Iraqi war, so-called, broke out.
yeah.
Uh, and one day, a fellow from Persia come.
Thank you so much, Ethan, for becoming my friend. I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and Ethan
Yeah,
heard that. So uh,
yeah,
one day, a Persian came to me and said my hometown was bombed, so I'm going to
yeah,
skip the lab. I said okay. I mean,
yeah,
it was during the Iran-Iraq war. So,
yeah,
but I had, as I say, we had a few people coming from India, undergraduate, graduate, like Tara
yeah,
mentioned. But I didn't know. See, I didn't know I know untouchables might do like the lousy work, like burial or picking up trash. So,
yeah.
as an American, I was less than that to Tara Mithrian.
Yeah, you
But
know, I've seen many Indians people, you know, looking for the opportunity. That is the big reason why people, you know, why people in India just drop out their country and just move and abroad for higher studies. Maybe, yeah, as you can say that in the United Kingdom, there's a lot of Indian students, and in the UK, in the United States of America, there's a lot of students. There's a lot of Indian students, right? Because you know we people looking for the opportunity. You know, when somebody asks me that, hey, where in India you don't have guys an opportunity? I said yes, we have an opportunity in India, but the education, but the higher education. I'm just talking about the higher education, sir. You know, we're looking for some granted opportunity. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say here.
yeah, my third year, a big guy came from India
Yeah,
to graduate school. I mean, he was
yeah,
bigger and heavier than me. Uh,
yeah,
and I'm not a little guy, really. I was
yeah,
just checking I'm live also on YouTube, and this may be
yeah,
recorded, so, caution people maybe well, the chat will disappear later. But
yeah,
uh, Tara, I think, went back to India eventually.
yeah,
I looked her up some years ago. I couldn't find her. So she's
yeah,
probably back in India or maybe another country. Uh,
yeah,
Sousa came in probably, Brazil, Bom Dia, Brazil. Hello to
yeah,
Brazil and Portuguesa.
yeah.
So
However, people just looking for the opportunities. That is the reason why people migrating from by there, for example, Brazil to any somehow the English speaking countries, right? If I'm just talking about India, I just migrate for example, suppose I just migrate to the England, to the UK for the opportunities, right? We are just looking for the opportunities here, sir.
Yeah, and I'm concerned about what's happening with Brazil with the government, but again,
Yeah,
I can't do anything about much of anything right now. My governor is acting weird in this state. If I even said something, I could be we're not so free in this country. I could even be
yeah,
arrested. Say if I wanted to visit some state people, and I was saying before, I bought this property from a state senator, and I'm
yeah.
sitting in now. You could
So,
even be
so right,
arrested. Can't even
yeah. So right
complain
now,
about
are
it.
you in Brazil? Right now, are you in Brazil or in the United States?
No, this fellow come in. Can you see the chat? Vanderlei Sousa.
Yeah, I've seen this person, Vander Charges Shasra, or is that person here, right? Yeah,
Do you
yeah,
still hear Mr. Sousa?
right, yeah.
I don't know. He may have left. So I'm in the middle of the U.S., like I say.
Okay, so right now, are you in the United States?
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mr. Sousa in the chat is from Brazil.
yeah.
So I said hello in Portuguese to him.
Yeah, yeah. Brazilian people are used to speak Portuguese language. I'm familiar about it, right? Because one of my best friends, she's also from Brazil, and Sao Paulo, the place was in Brazil, right? I don't know if I'm just pronounced this name correct or wrong. I don't know, but the place is really awesome. Sao Paulo, yeah, Portuguese place, right?
Are
And
you saying São Paulo?
San Paul, right. You right. You got it right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You got it right. Yeah,
Yeah. And it's in Portuguese. You say Portuguese. I'm trying to. Okay. I'm
yeah,
trying to type it in here, but it's not letting me.
yeah,
My mouse isn't working. They spell it Saobollo, and they say so. There's an O with a in Portuguese. There's an O with a little
yeah,
curly Q above it. It's like almost like an O. So
yeah.
it's not Saint. It's so.
It
I'm
is a
not
great place. It is a great place, right?
I'm not good with Portuguese. Just know a few. Most languages, I just know a few words.
Yeah, yeah,
It's getting late. Um,
yeah,
I think I'm gonna kick you out of guesting if it's all right. And
yeah.
thank you for coming in. Maybe give me a few free likes and
Yeah.
try to visit again. I will have and I think Mr. Sousa is still here. I will try to
Yeah,
have the radio garden up when I'm in
yeah,
uh,
yeah.
the thing just jogged. I don't know what happened. So I'm gonna remove you and thank you again.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me your time. Thank you. Right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, so that was a guest. Uh, I guest people all the time, but right now I'm doing the YouTube live and I'm having a problem with my browser. I'm in the cottage. You just gained a level. Congratulations on gaining a level. You didn't, you gave me a like. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. And you did gain a level. Watching from Brazil, yes. And we would spell with an S to spell it right. Uh, yeah, I saw that right away. And we still have 3 people. I think Vid is still in. Thanks for being a fan. I lost 9 fans recently. It was a nuisance because I was pushing towards a higher level. You're off. Oh, you just got. Off. Oh, I read it wrong. Sorry. I read that wrong. My fault. Me bad. And so Vid was from New Delhi. And just Not Zach has been in 3 times lately. He is from Mumbai, which we used to call Bombay. Yeah. And I stay here because of the good people. Frankly, I've got very few people in the U.S. Oh, look at my Twitter stuff, Vid. It's the same name. It's a big account. 3/4 are not in the U.S. And so Not Zach came in 3 times. He might do me a favor later. We'll see. I'm hopeful. So we've got Ethan, Vid, and Mr. Sousa. My eye has a little bit of a problem with the floaters. And Naruto, tired. What is Naruto? I'm not clicking on that word. And so a couple of people just fanned me. Okay, Star Wars posted. My eyes are giving me trouble. Let me take a look. Maybe I'm being silly, but what is Naruto? Or is it just a typo, Ethan? I'm going to play music very softly. And I'm going to check the YouTube chat. Leo came in, I'm happy that Leo came in, but I left. We'll see Leo again. Leo was an important fan, despite he was, boy, my floaters are bad. I'm going to be getting off soon. I'm going to give Robert a chance. I think I'm going to get off at 20 minutes off, which is 6 minutes. Because I'm having some trouble here. Not serious, but it's annoying. Okay, you don't want to clarify that. And who is still here? Be right back, sis. I'm happy to sis. Not sure what you're saying there, but okay. What is Naruto, Ethan? No, are you gone? I'm really feeling Robert's not going to pop in. Gave him a chance. Don't think I'm going to come on later. Too many complications right now with the heat and everything. Looks like everybody's gone. Closing a tab. Closed it. What else can I close? I'm closing another tab now. I am. Yeah. Dallas is 600 miles, even more from here. Robert, you're going to come in. A couple of words, I don't know what people meant. There's a mistake happening here on the tabs. I'm going to close it. Maybe it was just the angle. So what did I get for likes? I got 7. Jeff gave 5. Gee, Jeff usually gives more. Maybe he's mad at me. Cameron 157. Okay, Buck. So I did good. 380, 390. Didn't ask vid for likes. 395 likes. Where is Robert? Robert, I'm going to close that tab. I won't see you. Feeling kind of listless. Bittersweet. Everything is bittersweet. I'm going to take a minute. Can I type in? No. It's not letting me type in. I'm going to take less than a minute. Come right back. Getting more water. Big guy came in and left. Also India. Probably was invited in. Everything's blue. It's not supposed to be blue. Namaste. I think you're gone. I'm going to close up. I'm sneezing now from the... Let me turn that device off. And that fellow was pretty good with the English. Not perfect, but who is? I think I'm going to get off, people. I don't see Robert. I'm going to shut the tab. And I think I'm going to end. Came back 4 out of the 9. I'm still down 9. Well, I was down. I'm going to end now, folks. I just shut down YouTube.